Hello, welcome. How you doing today? We're here to talk about treasure. Treasure is an important thing, right? Or is it? What's more important? The great treasure, the rubies lost in the river, the gold and the silver that was dumped all over the bottom of the ocean by the ships that were destroyed in the storms. Ah, the buried treasure out in the field, the huge hoard of coins that's buried somewhere. Is that the most important things in life? No, no. They were lost. They were. The most greatest treasures are sometimes lost. The most valuable things are sometimes lost. And many of us have went through the same thing as losing that valuable treasure, losing those great riches, dropping and losing that treasure ship into the storms of the ocean. Many times our treasures are scattered all over the ocean floor and we don't even realize it. Many times that lost gold mine slips right through our fingers. And the most valuable things in our life, which are free, which are really our greatest treasures, we don't ascribe a value to. And because we don't ascribe a value to these treasures, we lose them. And then we go off on some legendary hunt to find, oh my God, did you hear that story? That stagecoach was robbed 150 years ago, and they buried that out in the desert. All those gold coins are buried out in the desert. Them old stories, right? I gotta go find that. I know where that road was. And so they go out and they search for this mythical treasure, this story, this legend. And they'll spend years and years trying to find that treasure. And at the same time, they've lost the most valuable treasure. And they didn't even realize it. Their relationship is gone. They lost the most single valuable treasure they had to date. And they don't even realize it. And their relationship is totally gone. Why is their relationship gone? Because they didn't work on it. They didn't ascribe a value to it. They didn't realize what they had. Oh, a relationship is free. They give that to you. That man or that woman, you ain't buying it. It's not that you're buying it, it's that you're building it. You're building it like you're building a home, like you're building a life, like you're building everything around you. That relationship is valuable because you're building it. And many times the time spent in that relationship, building that relationship, upgrading that relationship, ascribing a good value to that relationship is such that it cannot be easily replaced. It is without a doubt the most valuable thing that you own. There is no doubt that that relationship is incredibly valuable, and we let it slip through our fingers. Our greatest treasure is gone because why? We didn't work on it. We didn't value it. We overlooked it. It's lost out there like that stagecoach chest buried in the sands of the desert, right? It's lost out there. It's like that treasure ship scattered all over the bottom of the ocean, broken and sank. That relationship is gone, destroyed, lost from our sight forever. Perhaps someone who has a better sense of value will find that relationship and find that true treasure and, and restore it to the glory it needs to be restored to. But you too can save your most valuable assets. You too can build your family. You too can build your future. You weren't put on this earth to live a mere 100 years or less. You were put here to establish a line of all those who came before you. You were put here to pick up the chain, throw it over your shoulder, and carry that chain of your family, that chain of your descendants into the future, and then pass that golden chain to the next one, and the next one, and the one after that. so that that chain has link after link added to it, and that chain goes unbroken into the future. That's your duty to your family. That's your duty to your people. That's your duty to all the human race. Not to go running out across the desert looking for something that may never have been, could only be a story. That's something you do for fun in your spare time. We get these things backwards many times. Your truest, most valuable things in life are often free. Life itself is free. You didn't pay for it, it was given you. It was a gift. Oh, but it's a gift is a gift. The value of a gift exceeds the value of a dollar. A dollar is manufactured, man-made by cold steel presses. Right? Here you go. Some ink on some paper. What's the real value of ink on paper in reality? It's ink on paper. A tree or plants gave up their existence to make the materials that paper's on. That's the value of that. Life became material objects. Your life is your life. Your future is your future. All too often, people lose sight of the value of a relationship, the value of their true treasure, the value of finding true love, the value of finding and building a great, long lasting relationship, or building the one that they have, and they go after some fanciful cyclone blowing across the desert, right? So, one of the things you need to do is when you're really angry, don't talk until you count to 50. And sometimes it's best just to not talk at all. Sometimes you should just walk away and say, I can't talk about this now. We'll talk later. We'll talk later. And walk off. Many times you need to step back 20 paces and think about the situation from a distance a little bit and try to get a grip on it and not react to everything else. Rebalance yourself. Find your center again. And there'll be a site down beneath this video where you can go and start working on building a great relationship. Get some great tools to build your relationship. And if you, like so many others, have went after that treasure and have lost that relationship, and you want to try and get that relationship back, there's going to be a site for some love recovery down below here, so you can get your baby back or whatever it is you want to do, and maybe, just maybe, you can recover them. Maybe not. But there'll be a link down here anyway. But all the best to you, and remember, work on your first most important treasures before you go after that lost gold mine, before you go after that buried treasure out there in the desert sands, before you dig up the river trying to find them rubies. Look at the rubies right there at your own doorstep, you know. Look at the rubies and the emeralds and the gold and the real treasure you already have, and work on building that up better and better. And pick that chain up, throw it over your shoulder, and carry it on in the future. And I'll see you all on the other side. Have a good one, and all the best. From out here in the forest, to you. Peace, happiness, joy, and long life. I'll see y'all there.